Here, you take the umbrella. Grandma, you're soaking wet. No! Child, I cannot accept your umbrella because you need it too. Don't worry, I'm almost at work. You can walk slowly. A kind young man gave his umbrella to an elderly stranger in the rain. Though it seemed like just a simple act of kindness, 20 years later, she left him an unexpected and enormous inheritance. This story takes place in New York City. It was a cold afternoon, and the sky was pouring rain. People rushed down the streets, cars streamed by, as if the whole city was shrouded in dark clouds. The rain seeped slowly into the bones, and people instinctively sought shelter. Eric, a 22-year-old young man, was also rushing through the rain, on his way to work at a downtown restaurant. Though his pay was modest, the job helped him pay for his college tuition. He tightly gripped an old umbrella, a keepsake from his mother before she passed. As he passed a street corner, he saw an elderly woman desperately shielding herself from the rain with a plastic bag, her body trembling. Her hair was graying, her face haggard, and people around her hurried past, hardly noticing her. Eric paused for a moment, hesitating. He had to reach work on time, or he would miss his shift. However, the helpless look on the elderly woman's face suddenly reminded him of his late grandmother. So without hesitation, he stepped forward and offered her the umbrella. "Here, take it, you're soaked," Eric said. The elderly woman looked up, her eyes filled with surprise. "No, I can't take your umbrella, you need it too." "Don't worry, I'm almost at work. You can walk slowly." She finally took the umbrella, a glimmer of gratitude flashing in her eyes. "Thank you, child. God sees all the quiet acts of kindness. One day, you will be rewarded for these good deeds." Eric smiled politely in response, then hurried off to work. At that time, he had no idea that those words would become a prophecy for his life. Over the years, Eric worked hard, graduated, found a job at a construction company, and married a gentle girl named Amy. They had a daughter, Sophia, and though life was tough, their home was filled with love. 20 years later, Eric was 42, but that rainy day was still vividly etched in his memory. One day, he suddenly received a letter from a lawyer asking him to handle an inheritance matter. At first, he thought it was a mistake, but eventually, out of curiosity, he went to the law firm. The lawyer told him that the elderly woman from 20 years ago was named Margaret, and after her death, she left a house to him. Eric was shocked. "How could she leave her property to me? I only gave her an umbrella." The lawyer smiled and said, "Sometimes the smallest acts of kindness can change your entire destiny." Then he handed Eric a key. Eric followed the lawyer to an old house, surrounded by a lush garden, the scenery so beautiful it took his breath away. "This house is now yours," the lawyer said. "Margaret had no direct heirs, only you." Eric was speechless, unable to believe this was real. He hadn't done anything other than give away an umbrella, but the lawyer's words made him realize that sometimes a kind act brings unimaginable rewards. Eric and Amy began to restore the old house, giving it new life. Their daughter Sophia ran in the garden, and Lucia turned one room into an art studio. The house was filled with laughter. Years later, while cleaning a room, Eric found a letter, one that Margaret had left for him. The letter read, "You made me believe that kindness still exists. May this house become your home, and let love forever endure." Eric looked out the window, seeing Sophia playing in the rain, holding a new umbrella. He felt full of gratitude. Life may be full of challenges, but it always rewards kindness in unexpected ways. The umbrella now hangs at the front door, a symbol of love. Whenever someone asks about its story, Eric smiles and says, "It's a seed of love. I'm waiting for it to continue to take root and grow." Do you think Eric did the right thing? Share your thoughts in the comments and let love continue to spread.